Hello students, I am Vidya from G.K.Jain school. Now I am going to teach you about light from class 7. See, when you are going into the dark room, you cannot see anything inside the room. And after, as soon as you switch on the light, you can see all the things which were present in the room. So what make you to see the things after switch on the light? Yes, obviously because of the light, which the light falls on the things kept in the room. So that light will be reflected back by the things towards your eyes. So that way you will able to see the things with the presence of light. Yes. So in the presence of light only you will able to see the things. Again I tell you, when the light falls on the things, so that thing will reflect the light towards our eyes. Then with the help of our eyes we will see the things. Okay, so this is how we can see the things, presence of light. And what are the sources of light and what are the properties of the light? So that we will see in this lesson. See, sources of light. If you take the sources, what is mean by source? In which one the light will get emit. That is what sources of light. So wherever the light originated, see, it can originated from two sources, two category of sources. One is natural source and another one is artificial source. Natural source of light and artificial source of light. In the natural way also the light will get emit from some of the objects and things, and in artificial way also we can produce the light. See, what are the artificial source of light and what are the natural source of light? If you take a natural source of light, sun is a primary source of light. So the light which emitted by the sun is a natural light, that is sun is a natural source of light. And stars also will produce the light, and the moon also will produce the light, but it does not produce their own light. It just reflected the sun's light towards the earth. So always the part of the moon will receive the sunlight, and that sunlight will be reflected by the moon surface towards the earth. So that is why we can able to see the moon always lightning, that is always bright. And the sunlight is as I told you, it is a natural one, and stars also can emit the light as much as sun's light, but we cannot see that much brightness of the star. Why? Because the stars are further away from the earth, and sun is maximum, that is also maximum distance, but stars are present further away from the earth. So we could not realize that brightness of the stars as much as sunlight. Okay, so these are the natural sources of light, and in that plants, all the plants are getting energy by the sun. So they receive energy, they receive light energy from the sun. So without the sun, the plants cannot prepare their own food. So plants are preparing their own food by the process of photosynthesis. For the photosynthesis process, this sunlight is very, very essential. Okay, so with the major source, sun only, the plants all preparing their food. And now if you take artificial sources of light, so it can be classified into two categories. One is incandescent light, and another one is gas discharge. So what does mean by incandescent light? With a high temperature, it will emit the light. Now for example, candle. So the candle will glow when we supply high temperature, the candle will start to glow. So that is man-made sources of light. The candle is a man-made source of light. That means artificial. And that incandescent light also, the artificial one which is discovered, which is invented by the man. So that can glow only when we supply high temperature. When we lighten up only, they will start to glow. And gas and other artificial sources of light are neon lamp and sodium lamp. So what are the artificial? Some of the artificial sources of light are incandescent lamp and candle, then neon lamp, sodium lamp. And if you take another artificial source of light is gas discharge lamp. So most often we are using the gas discharge lamp, in that it uses fluorescence to produce visible light. When electric current in the gas excites mercury vapor, it produces shorter wave of ultraviolet light. So this ultraviolet ray will create phosphor inside on the inside of the lamp. Okay, so that produce, then it causes the visible light. So in that way only this gas discharge light are working. So first it produce with the help of the fluorescence, it produce visible light. Okay, so when the electric current in the gas, it excites mercury vapor, then it will produce shorter wave of ultraviolet rays. Then it will make a phosphor coating on inside of the tube, that lamp. Okay, lamp surface. Then only we can it will produce the visible light. Then now we are going to see about the properties of the light sources. So what are the fundamental properties of the light sources? See, the light source, it is this light always rectilinear propagation of light. So it is always propagate in a rectilinear form. So the light always propagate in a rectilinear form. So it is travel in a straight line, and it will reflect. So as I told you already, it always reflect. The light always get reflect by the object. So that is how we can see the things. So when the light falls on the thing, then the light will be reflected back to us by the things. So that is how we are able to see the things. So it has the properties of reflection. And third one is speed. The light travels in a high speed. So the speed is there. So the speed also one of the properties of the light. And interaction of light with matter. So it will get interact with matter. Then spectrum, it will produce the spectrum. So the light will get produce spectrum. So these are the some properties of the light. So now we are a scientific thinker, Al-Hasan Aitam, he given important contribution towards vision, optics and light. So by his experiment only, all of us came to know we could see the things by the reflection of light. So before his contribution, all of us thought we could see the things with the help of our eyes only. So the light rays coming from the eyes, then only we could see the things. So after his contribution, so how he proved that we could see the things with the help of the light means, he done the experiment on the light. When the light passes through the tiny hole, it will travel on a straight line. Okay, in the straight part only, the light could travel through the tiny hole. Then that light will project an image on the wall. It will project image on the wall. So by that experiment only he proved, he understand, we could see the things by the reflection of light. And so he is the first person who took contribution on the light. Then next one is pinhole camera. So before the advancement, before the invention of the advancement camera, we have used pinhole camera. So this is also known as solography. So this solography had used to record and used to take a photography of the movement of the sun. And also by using the solography, we could observe solar eclipse and also we can record the solar eclipse. And even we can take a photograph of stationary object. So this is a pinhole camera. I hope this video will be very useful for you all. If you want more updates on educational videos like this, don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel G.K. Jain. Thank you.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.